Hey everyone, Sam Laxton here, and we're doing a little look at my project for Under Control, my new single on Hard Trance Europe. And the story behind this one is I was thinking about how I could take my music a bit further. Obviously, now I'm producing a lot of hard techno as well as trance and working with other artists. So I thought, how could I take things a little bit further, or perhaps even blend the two things together? So in the case of this one, I thought like higher BPM, so something that could fit into when I'm doing a set with hard techno, but also something with a trancey feel, something that has a bit of a unique melody, and the main thing that came into my mind was, well, what if we were to put like a hard style or happy hardcore style lead in a hard trance or hard techno or whatever you want to call it type track, which is what came out with this one. I also like the idea of something with a call and response. I like the idea of working on something which had a melody that like slightly changes over the course of the chorus, like adds different notes in between. But we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, if we just go through one by one, you'll see this track is really simple, and that's what I'm really proud of as well. If you think about it, it says here 36 channels, but if you take out some of the groups, it's even less. And it's yeah, I love playing this one. I really love playing this one live. I love pitching it up a bit. When I DJ on the Pioneers, you know, I like to pitch it up to 155 or 160. It just sounds definitely my kind of thing. So the first thing I want to look at is the kick. As you know, I use a bass bus and a parallel compression bus and a master. You can look at my other videos for this one because it's the same thing. And then these get turned off when we go to stem mix down and master. But for the sake of production, like the whole session, it just makes everything sound pumping and easier. So yeah, go check that out on my other videos because I go through that, I think, quite a few times. So for the kick, it's actually taken from a Plutonium Boy sample pack from the early 2000s. And it sounds like this. I think that's it without, yeah. But before it didn't have any bass. Take the bass out here, little cut. Make it a bit pumping. And what's nice is it's got that lovely gated reverb. So you've got a nice roomy, there's like a roomy feel to it. And it's not too much, which is what I like. It's like, it's not too overpowering. And I think it's also harmonically in tune with the bass. I think it's like harmonically in tune. Oh, look. No, it's not. Not exactly. This track's in C, so it's kind of hard to find a kick that works in C. If you're trying to match basses with kicks, a lot of the kicks that you get are like in the middle, G sharp and A, around that region. But yeah, for the bass line, it's the same one all the way through, like the same note. I never changed the key. It's just the C all the way through, and it's two samples. One is a reverse bass from Vengeance, and that is on here, like a big like a wow sound. And for that top layer is like a respace sample, a long sample there, and I only use the beginning. So it should sound like this, which you can hear it like phasing in and out. And then I've got the LFO tool on there, quite harsh, and some, low cut. And that's it. So together, like this. That's cool. And yeah, that's the kick, and it's just the same all the way through. And I think there's only some like minimal automation and on the volume. Yeah, I don't even have anything. Nothing. Just different. Normally with trance, I'm using automation to create smooth transitions between the different sections. But for this one, it's more about like more what we say like bombastic. A lot more trying to like get your attention with the kick. So that's that for the kick and bass. And then the lead, like I said, is like a happy hardcore style thing. That I took this patch rack from I think it was Bass Modulators. They did a tutorial where they showed you like all the different leads that were made in Studio One. So I got Studio One and I had a look inside the in the VST, the chains that they used, and then I just put them all into an instrument rack on here. And then I like just did my thing with the OTT. Like I put some OTT on it to make it really tight, and then whacked it through the reverb. And the thing with Valhalla Room Reverb, and I've realized this, is it can be a bit overpowering because for some reason the tail seems to be very dense compared to Arts Acoustic Reverb, which seems to sort of like fizzle out a bit. And I'm starting to gravitate a bit more to Arts Acoustic again, which I used for a very long time. I just tried to do Valhalla on this one because it was a rich sound, but recently it seems like it's too overpowering for my stuff. So I'll be like moving back. And yeah, you can hear that melody here. Let's play this for you. Let's do it from here. So you can hear what's happening here is that there's the original melody, which is this 8-bar section here, and then start to add notes. You can see here, start to like add these little bits in. Like one here, and then another one here, another one there, another one there, and then even for this next one over here, I change it even more. So I switch the notes. So as you can see, this one's here. It's not there anymore. It's an octave higher. And I just love the way that it's like cheeky, It also speaks to itself in a way, and it snaps in between the percussion because there's not actually a lot of percussion going on. Like I think, you can see here, there's just claps, hats, loop, like one loop, and then the rest is all just like 909 style percussion. So there's a lot of space in the mix, and it's also like we said before, like 30 to 36 channels. So yeah, it's like really simple record where you can really play around, and that's what I love about it. So altogether, it sounds like this. Yeah, I could like listen to that on loop. Just so nice. Like in my opinion, this is up there with one of the best records I've ever done. I'm really, really proud of it. So we got screeches as well. You know, like I said, I'm working a lot on the hard techno stuff recently, and we've got screech. This one here is a sample again from the Plutonium Boy, like 2003 sample pack, and it was a sound. I think it was meant to be used for Reason NNXT sampler, but you can like use the long samples and put them into Ableton's sampler, and so we've got this. So that's for the main, like the first drop. I've got this one here. It's not really screech, it's more like a psytrance bass, which is nice. And then, yeah, you got this one here, which is like Thai music or like a Wiener house kind of thing. Anybody who's been to Thailand, who's been on like tuk-tuks or has been in the like downtown areas of Sukhumvit will hear music like this. Which is just like, for me, pure Thailand, pure downtown Sukhumvit, or even you could hear this at Khao San, I guess. If we take this, which I thought was quite funny, and do like dum 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 dum. This sounds like Thailand to me. Do it even longer, just for a bit of fun. Hey. Yeah, that's like, when you have that drum rhythm on it, it sounds exactly like when you're in Bangkok. But for the sake of this, you know, it's obviously a hard trance track. I'm going to have straight drum with a reverse bass. So what you see here is the elements talking to each other, right? So I've got this new screechy part here, but I bring back the one from before, but I keep it straight. And that just helps create more texture, like build up the anticipation that something else is coming, and keeps the ears interesting, you know, it keeps everything interesting in the ears for the listener. And it's only very short, but it's very, very useful. These are all coming from Serum, these ones here. And this actually is sound like this one note just sounds good. The rest of it sounds shit. Up here. It's just not that good, but I noticed a few octaves up. You got. But you have to like use the pitch. And it just, yeah. It sounds much better up here. Yeah, that was by sheer luck. I found that sound by sheer luck. I did not know what I was doing, but I found it, and then I thought, this sounds like Thailand, and I'm going to put it in the track. And it worked out. And there's another screech, which is just a stab. It's like another screech stab. And that again is there to just talk to the, like, have the space in between and talk. Like there's nothing happening here, so we have something there. So everything's also in the eighth notes as well, so it's not too rhythmically complicated for people to understand. So when it hits in, it's very much marching. So that's it for the screeches. But they sound so wide because of that reverb. And that's all of it's the Valhalla room, which is what's making it, sound really, really dense and really big. We've got some snares. These are like little easy snares, almost like 909. Yeah, 909. And then we've got the big snare here, which I've just been using on every track in this sort of harder style. Like hard, I use it on all my remixes, all the bootlegs. Just that one. I put it in because it's kind of like just to make it like something from every track that you've done, which kind of knits together nicely, has like a continuity to it for like when you play a set, somebody can know, oh, this is one of Sam's. Even though like this snare is obviously used by loads of EDM tracks, but it's just nice to throw it in there. For the clap, I think it's like a more dense, hard trance kind of clap. I mean, when you listen to the kick and the clap together, it's very hard trance. And then we've also got hats. And this loop here. These loops are quite techy, which is cool. Loads of pace there on these, like the 16th notes chugging along. It's like a lot of pace. And then hats, bringing the hats, got like open hats and just this usual thing that you expect. 909s. All together, it's very chugging along. It's like the boom tkati, boom tkati, boom tkati, boom tkati. Like it's like very syncopated and very like snappy, which is good. When you've got a track that has like a high BPM, you want to try and make sure that there's enough space for things. You don't want it to be too overwhelming with like percussive hits going on all directions, because the BPM is higher. There's less time, there's less space for things to breathe. You've got to be very clear, like very sharp with your selection of loops. And one thing that you can do is what they used to, I don't know if they still do it now, but there's the Computer Music, or was it Future Music? I think it was Computer Music interview with Darren Styles and Mark Breeze, which was like, it must be just short of 20 years ago from now, but it's definitely on YouTube still. And they talk about like adding a volume gate or adding, you could even do it with LFO tool on like a trance gate preset. And you could use it to sort of like cut your loop into the 16ths. It's like a shortcut way of doing it is to cut the loop into 16ths using that sort of chopper, like a gate. And then that helps free up some more space as well. They called it a chopper, but obviously it's like just gating technique, or you can do it with the LFO tool. I got some rides as well. These are just going to sound like 909 rides. Yeah. So it's not really nothing new. This clap impact I love because it's just so wide. I mean, when you add that on a drop, it just makes it like splash open. It's like whoosh, like really, really good. It adds a lot of impact, especially if you have a reverse kick. So let's just play the kick and that together. It's like this. Just nice, it's like I'm here, you know? It's like goes boom. And then these here, we got this effects kick, which I took from noise controllers. And then I've also got this one, which is what I use in every track. And then this here is nice. This little pad stab. You just keep that going throughout. And then you automate the filter. I think it's automated at some point. Yeah, here. Just to make it like... So obviously this helps set tonality to C minor, but you can use it here to sort of like build intensity. which is cool. Just wondering now, I should have probably shown you some of the leads. Like many presets. But if you go check out the bass modulators, you'll see you can get all of these for free. Wait. I'm not going to download, otherwise it'll ruin everything. That's a good one. And then another one here. They're all very similar. It's kind of like a square. What's like square, and saw together. Spire adds a little bit more grit to it. I can't do the fiddly thing, but yeah, solo. Another square lead. It's just very, very nice. Yeah. So you can hear what's going on there. It's not your typical super saw, but I do have some of those in here, which I'll show soon. Some textures. These just make it sound cute. And it's nice because they add a bit more like harmonies to the track. And they're nice because they add more width, they add more character. I use this sample pack for textures a lot, and I see no problem in doing that because really the ears aren't picking it out. It's pleasant to the ears, but the ears aren't focusing only on that, right? So I can get away with using it a few different times, and I can also transpose them up and down, which means that like multi-purpose sample pack. It's exactly what you need, something that you can keep using for a long time, like get your money's worth out of it, right? Pad top line. This one's cool because when I'm introducing the melody, the idea was that I wasn't going to make it go into full power until it dropped. I'm teasing the melody in the break with the filter, but at the same time, I have this pad sound from Avenger, I think. Yeah, Vengeance Avenger. And that helps fill the sort of like upper end of the spectrum while that lead is teasing in. So you don't only have like one area of the spectrum being used, you have like a lot more going on. And it's just, yeah, you've got the snare working at the same time to keep the rhythm. So this is it here. Yeah. So altogether, it's really about telling a story, you know, really about taking something, bringing something in, then taking it away, then bringing it back, which I think I've mentioned a few times on my videos, you know. It's actually quite pleasantly rewarding to the ear when you hear something, it goes away, then it comes back. It's like the psychology of music, a bit of trickery as well. So altogether with all the different elements, it just sounds really nice. And I've got it also here, like the melody kind of repeats in. Yeah. It's like it's nothing, and then it builds up again, and then it's nothing, and then it builds up again and again and again. It's like catastrophic amounts of snares and even effects to make it more like open up even more and more and more. And then when you think it's about to drop, it doesn't. It goes away and then it drops. Oh, yeah, great. And I remember playing this in my set at Unconscious at Shelter for the first night, and this is my favorite part of the whole set because it's just it's like we had loads of hard techno playing and then just proper melody comes in. Just makes me feel like, yep, really, really, really proud of this track. What to say about the sounds? Well, I mean, white noises, which is stock, Vengeance samples, nothing much going on there. That's it. Bit of reverb on the end, stock reverb. Got a sub down, I think. I don't know where that is. Oh, here. Oh, yeah, the intro. And then you've got these little backing bits. So then this part here, I've got it automating. Increase the amount, increase the mix of the flanger. And so that's how you get this effect. And then filtering everything away. Yeah. It's like this part here. And that's really about it. There's some risers, but we've gone through them. It's usually like a super saw, like some sort of saw lead. Usually stacked octaves, maybe in the synth, or maybe you want to put two notes in the MIDI, one like an octave higher than the other, and just have them going up in pitch. It always helps to have it in the same key of your track, because once you go from C, like C minus the one of this track, so C to C, when you pitch it up by 12 semitones, or you set the pitch bend range to 12, and then when you bend it, it's only going up 12 or down 12. And then hardstyle fills. These are samples from Frontliner hardstyle and also again from the Plutonium pack. So it sounds like this. And then again. Very subtle, but the idea with this one as well, this kick, is that it sort of it's like panning left to right. I think, at least in my headphones, it's left and right, and that one is again like ear candy. It helps fill the space, and you don't have a kick. It might help fill the space. And it's also a little nod to hardstyle in the fact that, you know, this track is very heavily influenced by hard trance, hardstyle, mid 2000s. And then there's also this final stab here. Just to add something extra. I think it's only at the beginning. It's only at the intro and outro. Let's just add a little bit more tonality because we're setting the key of the track as C. Yep. So that's it, really. It's straight up hard trance with a bit of a melodic edge, with some influences from hardstyle, hardcore thrown in there, and kept it really simple. And it's out now. It's out on Hard Trance Europe. It's been supported already by a nice list of DJs on the promo. And what I've found with this track is that if people like it, they really like it. And if people don't like it and it's not for them, then that's it. I can't convince them otherwise. But what I found with this track is that, yeah, the people that like it, they really like it. And that's what matters the most to me, is that, you know, if somebody hears it and they love it, that they're going to like it 100%. So I'm really pleased with that. One of the people that liked it 100% was Hixie, which if you like happy hardcore or UK hardcore, Hixie is like the Armin of that genre. And yeah, that is a big deal for me because I collected like all of the Bonkers hardcore series on CD when I was a kid. I've got every single one of them, and I like begged and begged my parents to get me like a new one like every year. And this kind of thing has like that edge to it. So there's like a lot of nostalgia in here for me, especially with that like hard trance bass line. So yeah, that's the track. Yeah, thanks for listening. I'm a little bit tired. I have my dad here in Thailand seeing me, so I've been spending a lot of time with him. But I just really wanted to do this video because I know that, you know, my channel grew by doing these videos, and obviously you know people like them. They've been commenting a lot more than my tracks even. So if you like this track, go and listen to it. Give me a comment there. But thank you very much. Leave a comment on this video. Let me know what you want to hear. If you want to hear any other tracks, any tutorials, I'll make some for you. If you want to know how to make hard techno, let's have a look at that. You let me know in the comments, okay? Thanks, guys. Take care.